1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Yeah, I'm starting the week all worn out, but in a good way. It's for something great. Yesterday, I spent the day in California at a hippie revival, the Jesus Revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that movie.
Is that good? The Kelsey Grammer movie?
It's really good. Yeah. It showed up at number 3 on the list this week for moneymakers. It made $15.5 million, which is what it took to make the movie. So after the first week, it's paid for itself. So whatever they make from here on out is going to be profit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good.
Yeah, it was good. 'Cause you know I love that Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah, sure.
And hippies. Two things I love: Kelsey Grammer and hippies.
Did it make you think any differently about hippies after seeing that?
No, because these hippies were cleaning themselves up,
yeah.
and they were getting off drugs and all of that, and they were using Jesus as their high instead of drugs. That's what it was. Now, I still
Why
wouldn't.
is Alexis making faces?
I probably still wouldn't have liked the hippies' political views.
Yeah.
This was just talking about their faith, though. There are a lot of people that go to church in churches I've been members of that I don't like their political views.
Sure.
There's a woman preacher we know, friends of the show. And I like her a lot. Don't like her political views, though. I don't want to tell you who it is or y'all won't like her anymore. Y'all are way more judgmental than I am.
Right. That's what we're all known for, is being. You found that funny, Rob? The fact that there might be people more judgmental than TJ on this show?
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
Well, but I got a feeling that Ace, perked up a little bit more than everybody else when I said a woman preacher.
By God.
He doesn't play that.
Don't.
I don't like it.
No. It's not the way I was raised.
Yeah, she's not.
I did always wonder about that when I was a kid. It's like, oh, so how come women don't do anything in the church? It's because they weren't letting them. Who knew?
They do. They do bake sales and
Stop it.
things like that.
That was weird as a kid, though. It was all everything was all men.
That's how it was in Jehovah's Witness church for the most part. Men have to lead in prayer. Men have to lead everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's women know about the Lord?
A lot.
There you go, Rob. Way to get the day started on a high note.
He's on fire.
Yeah. What?
He's on
What
fire.
women know about the Lord? Let's just see what's trending. Get out of there.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so a lot of things happening this morning. If you missed Saturday Night Live, which you probably did because you caught it, Woody Harrelson was trending all day on Sunday because he made some comments during his monologue, basically making a joke about a script he had just read, and he talks about how drug cartels are forcing you to take drugs and then stay in your house. It was sort of a comparison to Pfizer and Moderna, the companies that make the COVID vaccines.
Oh, and people were losing it yesterday.
Yeah, they were very unhappy with it, and it was met with kind of awkward laughter inside the studio, but it's like, that's Woody Harrelson. That's what he does.
There were two things. I went back and watched it yesterday after I saw it trending. Two things stood out. Number one, he's not a good monologue. It was a very long, drawn out kind of. It took him a while to get to the point.
Yeah,
it wasn't a great monologue. And by the time he got to the story, you could tell that people were very uncomfortable with what he was saying. Yeah. They did not know how to react. But his point was that happened after he had last hosted the show in November of 2019, and said it was right after that he went to read this script in Central Park and smoke a joint. He thought it must be high. Who would believe this script? He just threw it away.
Yeah. It's about drug cartels that force you to take their drugs and then stay inside.
I'm glad I didn't have that vaccine.
Yeah. People were hot yesterday reading that, though.
Yeah, they were upset.
Reading the comments on Twitter, at least.
But it's like, it's Woody Harrelson. Like, relax. Yeah. You know what he's about. Today is National Polar Bear Day. National Polar Bear Day, recognizing the great white beast of the North. And they can stand a height of 9 feet tall and weigh 1,400 pounds. So if you ever meet a polar bear, good luck.
They always
Just go up and say hello.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they are thought of as being one of the most vicious of all the
Yeah.
bears, right?
The most aggressive,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what I say. They always look scared because they got blood on their face, and it's like on that white fur. It
Yeah.
just looks super scared.
They always have blood on their face?
For the most part, when you see them in documentaries, because they just ate something.
Yeah, they just got through eating a seal.
Yeah,
with blood
exactly.
stuck on their face.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's scary.
I guess I've not watched enough polar bear documentaries.
Nope.
The wildlife expert, he said, if talking about bears, he said if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night. Like you don't stand a chance against a polar bear.
Because how you going to run on ice?
Yeah.
You're right.
And there's only so far you can run.
Yeah, exactly.
No trees.
And they can
to get
swim,
behind.
can't they?
Yeah.
So they'll chase you in the water.
They will come after you. It's not fun. And then there's this story that's being shared around. Apparently, Elton John, Adele, Harry Styles, Ed Sheeran, and the Spice Girls have all turned down the offer to perform at the coronation of King Charles III in a few months. So we were just talking about it before the show. Like, who else can you get? It's got to be a British national, I'm assuming, and a big name. So you can't get the Spice Girls, which would be kind of cool. You can't get Adele. You can't get Ed Sheeran. No Harry Styles.
I really would have assumed Elton John was a shoo-in. That seems like the perfect thing for him to do because he was a huge fan and close with Queen Elizabeth.
Right, but also Princess Di.
Yeah.
That's true too.
And
Yeah, I
he can't go
forgot,
and win.
about
He's on
that.
Team
Yeah,
Diana.
That's right, he is.
He was performing at her funeral. So,
But he
who
was
can you
knighted
get?
by the Queen. Like he was made a knight by Prince Charles's mom. I don't know. It's a weird deal.
Yeah, if you're close with Diana,
you
that's
got the
not gonna
Rolling
work.
Stones.
Yeah.
Who probably aren't interested in doing it.
Yeah.
To get who else? You got the Rolling Stones and they're mostly classic band. The Who.
Yeah.
You know,
Flock of seagulls.
good one.
Yeah, like Duran Duran, I guess you could go.
Duran
like
Duran. You could probably
80s.
go for.
Are all the
Def
Beatles
Leppard.
dead?
Def Leppard is an English band.
Paul McCartney. Yeah,
Paul
he's a
McCartney.
knight.
Yeah, he should maybe ask him.
Adam's favorite band, Evan 17.
Oh, Manager Adam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
a band that none of us have ever heard of.
What about just get Ricky Gervais up there to crack off, 10 minutes of a monologue and be done with it.
So
He'll slay all of them.
Sure.
So the coronation is in May. They have Lionel Richie. They have the British boy band Take That, except they don't have Take That to biggest member Robbie Williams, who is
Yeah,
kind of
I
the
know
leader
he's
of the
not-
band. So
he's
it's
not
like
gonna
Take That minus the most important member. And they have Ollie Murs. Ollie Murs or Murr? Ollie Murr?
Murs, I think.
Didn't he have one hit?
Yeah,
A minor hit like in 2009, 2010, something like that? Yeah. Anyway, that's who they've got. They could get Oasis.
No, you can't. Nobody can get
Can't
Oasis.
get the Gallagher brothers.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Hey, they're struggling.
Maybe get a comedian. That might be the right move. Just roast the royal family.
Yeah, Prince King Charles doesn't seem like he would be very good natured when it came to that sort of thing.
Big ears and ugly face. Yeah, I don't think so. So those are a few things that are now trending.
A lawmaker the people can get behind. And we need to have a little Ace and TJ family meeting because we really got to get focused on your involvement in this program because we need to overhaul it a little bit. Coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Your little, don't call him my boyfriend, made a new friend yesterday. And he was all excited about it,
He
right?
was so excited. He sent me a text message.
And he doesn't have many friends here in North Carolina because he's from New York.
Yeah.
And all of his friends are there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he texted me yesterday, and he's like, "Hey, I made a new friend." So I called him because I was like, "It better not be a woman friend. I don't like that." So I need clarification.
Okay.
So I called him. He's like, "Yeah." He was like, "I was at the grocery store, and this guy just came up to me and asked me if I played sports." And he was like, we got to talking, and he works here in Charlotte, and we exchanged numbers and blah, blah, blah. So I was not trying to ruin his excitement or his fun, but I said, is that how guys make friends? I was like, do they just go up to random guys at the grocery store and just start conversation and ask them, hey, do you play sports? And he's like, I don't know, I guess. I'm like, I don't know, babe. I was like, I think that he might be interested in something else.
Like he may have been flirting with him.
Yeah.
And wanted to hook up.
play sports?
Yeah, who says that, right?
Well,
Y'all,
I mean,
y'all don't
you
do
know.
that?
Well, I've told guys in stores and all before I've come to them and say, "Hey, wow, you've got the body of an athlete." So it's kind of the same thing.
It's a little strange to me.
Here's my question though: do you play sports? I would think would normally lead to like, hey, we're looking for. Yeah, we're trying to pick up one more player for our softball team or for our basketball team or something. But that didn't follow. It was just the opening line was, "Do you play sports?"
Yeah, I don't know if the guy has some type of league or whatever the case was, but that's still weird to me.
But you said that guy that approached him is an athlete. He played college football.
He played college football, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, would you go up to a guy and just be like, "Hey, do you play?" I don't know. That just seems odd.
No, that wouldn't be my first thing that I would say to someone that I saw as a stranger in the store.
And at the grocery store, out of all places.
Very true. Very true.
I would get it if it was like at a sporting store.
So you didn't tell him any of this?
I did. I said all of it to him, and he told me I ruined everything.
Yeah, which is what you tell me all the time.
I wonder where he got that from.
Look at the twist that took place there.
I told him, I said, "Listen, I'm just trying to make sure that you're okay, like you're good, that
so
you know what's going on."
If he were at Academy Sporting Goods or something, and he's overlooking at the golf clubs and all, that could be hey, you play golf?
Yeah.
How often do you play? I don't get out there like I used to. You know, I got a baby now, and you know my wife's on to me about being gone too much, whatever. You know, that kind of thing could strike up a conversation, but just walking up to somebody in the produce section.
That's what I'm
going,
thinking.
Hey, wow.
That's where I imagined it in my head. It happened.
You look very, very fit and coordinated.
Mm-hmm. And if he was wearing those little joggers that he wears, I don't know.
All right, so
that does seem odd for there not to have been a follow-up of, so we're looking for a guy to play on our softball team if you're interested, kind of thing. That I would totally understand, because you see a guy and think, I bet that guy's good. You just want the best players.
Yeah, but he was so, it sounds so deflated after I just ruined this thing for him.
But he doesn't need to have it ruined. Let him find out. You know, the guy may be just a normal guy. It may just be the way he starts conversations with people.
I don't know.
What do you think, Riggins?
I think it's totally normal.
Really?
Yeah, at 100%.
I wouldn't go up to a girl and be like, "Hey," and I don't know. I just wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
Women go up to each other and say things like, "Oh my girl, I love your hair," or that top you're wearing is so cute. Where did you get that? I mean, strangers who are women will say that kind of stuff to each other, and that's pretty much the same kind of thing. It's like he just approached him about some man thing about sports.
I don't think that is that common at all. I don't think that's common at all, just to walk up to some guy and go, "Hey, you play sports?"
No,
and
it's
just
not.
start a conversation with him. It seems weird to me.
It's not common, but I can see where maybe he's not used to approaching people and all that. Yeah. So how are we going to find out? He's going to start the friendship with him and pursue it?
Well, I asked him yesterday because I had an event last night, and so after I left, I said, "Hey," I was like, "Did you text your friend yet? Have you guys texted yet?"
This is why guys can't have friends, because he makes a friend and she's like, "Gay." It's like, okay,
that's a good point. That's a valid point, Riggins.
Gay.
Yeah, and now she's mocking him.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know.
Oh, is it your friend? Is it your boyfriend? Oh, you're gonna make out? It's like, shut up. You haven't even you're in your pajamas, like your hair's in a dirty bun. He's like, yeah, because I'm tired of hanging out with you. I gotta make like an actual friend. I'd be thrilled. Get away from you. You got Cheeto dust on your fingers. Is it your boyfriend? Shut up.
Go hang out with your friend.
So,
exactly. Go friend to him.
Yeah.
How you doing?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
This lady is a mom, and she say that she thinks there should be kid-free movie theaters. No kids in the movie theaters.
Not bad.
And she said it doesn't matter what the movie is. Like, even if adults, like, Rob wants to go see an animated movie or something, there should not be kids allowed into it. You could go with that, couldn't you, Rob? You don't like kids?
No, I do not.
He just admits it. No, I do not. I do not like children.
And you know why it is? I think I figured out why Rob doesn't like children.
Why?
Is because they are with the things that they find fun and entertaining and all, they are his peers, and he doesn't play well with others, and so that's why he doesn't like children, because he's not good at sharing. Like, he wants all the comic book movies to himself. He wants all of the animated T-shirts to himself. He doesn't want any of the other little kids having them.
That's an interesting point.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're ruining everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids are crowding his world because they like the same things.
How dare
So
they?
it would seem like everywhere Rob would go for some fun, he would run into a bunch of kids that he doesn't want to be around, because everything he does is built for children.
It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he lashes out.
I should be selling that lemonade, not you.
No. But he would want to sell it from inside the house.
Yeah.
And they have to leave it. He would leave it outside, like, come get it at this time.
Yeah, but leave the money.
Leave the money.
Right.
Yeah.
On the honor system.
I think it's maybe because he's scared that when he's going into his world, which is a childlike world, that the other children are going to beat him up. You remember? Because he was scared to go outside to those 9-year-olds that were taunting him on the doorbell camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
You're afraid of physical violence from a 9-year-old, Rob?
I mean, I don't, because I can't hit him back. So
Oh, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, you
I'll
wouldn't
go
even
to
hit it.
jail if I hit him back. So I don't
You
want
a
to get
punk.
involved.
But think about how many tender moments of joyous tears Rob has probably had interrupted in one of his movies by some child yelling out or something.
Yeah.
You know, the kid speaking out when Spider-Man is turning back into Tobey Maguire or whatever. It's rough. Now I understand him, and I get it. Yeah, I get it.
The kids are crying. He's crying. Like,
Exactly.
everybody's crying.
Yeah. And he's afraid they're going to get all the chicken tenders at the concession stand.
They're moving
all the
in on
nuggets.
everything that he loves. He just can't
Everything.
get away from them.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
The Ace and TJ Show is now your favorite radio and TV show in the morning. Stream us anywhere on our YouTube channel at Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, today's the last day for you to get your entry in. You have, just a few hours now. 10 a.m. Eastern is the deadline. For the first quarter of the rest of your life, a chance to win $10,000 from Peyton's Promise, our charity. So, again, acetj.com/first. That's acetj.com/first. I have found us all a politician I think we can get behind. He's from Florida, and he's working diligently to repeal a law in that state that I just think is horrific. I mean, we have a lot of important things happening in the world. This probably isn't one of them, but I find this to be kind of a little bit entertaining. I got to get this off here and this off here. So here is Florida State Representative Chip LaMarca talking about why this rule would be so good.
If you purchase or import into the state of Florida a larger than 1 gallon bottle of wine, it's a misdemeanor in the first go around. If you get caught the second time, it is a third-degree felony. So punishable by fines and possibly jail time to buy a bottle of wine. So we think that's kind of ridiculous. People have better things to do with their time, and certainly our men and women in blue have a lot better things to do with their time. So I think we should just repeal this bad law and allow people to buy very large bottles of wine.
So it's a felony in Florida if they catch you twice having it shipped in, or buying it online, more than a gallon of wine. So if you buy a gallon bottle of wine the second time, it's a felony.
That's crazy.
What about in wine clubs and all? Like, say you're in a wine club from California and they send it to you.
But I think if you're not getting anything under a gallon, if you're getting like a regular bottle of wine, you can get all you want.
Yeah, but I mean, if the number of bottles measures up to be more than a gallon,
No,
do
I
they
think
count that, or just the
it's just
one
the one
bottle?
container.
It sounds like it's
But
just the one container.
If you're getting a gallon of wine, it's probably not that great of a wine. So you should be
Right.
fine for that.
Yeah, let's keep that rule. That's a good law. That should be a felony.
You should be fined because the quality of wine that you're choosing is bad.
Yeah.
It's a felony.
You don't need that.
That's a good point.
Maybe they're just doing that to keep more people from moving in who would actually order a gallon of wine.
Yeah. You're disgusting and it's a felony.
You're trash.
Okay, so we had this idea that this will be fun. A week-long series called "It Happened in the Movies and to Me." Things that you typically see that happen with regularity in the movies, but you never actually see them in real life. Like one thing a day. So yesterday, help me if I went wrong somewhere here, I posted this. There are things that seemingly only happen in movies. They are wild, they are crazy, they are often unbelievable. But this week we will prove that some of them also happen to real people like members of the radio family. It happened in the movies and to me. For Monday, in all caps, the car ended up in the pool. You've seen it in tons of movies, but has it ever happened to a member of the radio family? Share here or DM us your incredible story. Either you were involved or you witnessed it, that kind of thing. Let's go. Well, I don't know where the disconnect was and what we were doing, but we got a ton of stories from people on everything but a car going into the pool.
Yeah. Water related, a lot of them, but none of the car in the pool stories.
Awesome and incredible. Yeah. Somebody sent us the footage of a 2x4 flying off a truck and going through the windshield of their car. And it's shocking. I've watched it like 3 times. It's fantastic. Yet, not anywhere close to what we were going for.
Final destination.
I don't know. I don't know why that happened.
Like Carol, who said, I ordered a board game for my niece from eBay. When we opened it on Christmas Day, under the board, there were bricks of marijuana.
Oh, nice. Where'd she get that game at?
And then the car went in the pool.
And then the car went in the pool. I don't know. Chris said, I stepped on a push broom once to pop it up so I could catch it. Instead of bending over to pick it up, it snapped. I missed the grab and managed to hit myself in the face with the handle.
Oh.
Three Stooges type scenario.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with what happened. Now, kudos to Heather, who did say she was the photographer at a wedding at a place right not far from where we are here called Kerrigan Farms. It's a huge like quarry and everything. It's awesome. And she said, and a car rolled down the hill and sank into the pond. And she provided a couple of photos. And it looks like out of a movie, back end of a white car. I can't even tell what kind of car it is. It's so far down. Just sticking up out of the water as it's going under. Okay, that's good.
Getting close.
At least we're in
warmer.
Again, here's an amazing story that does have to do with water. But Haley says, I drowned last week in my own pool. I'm a survival swim instructor and teach babies and toddlers to prevent their own drownings. I fainted, and 2 of my swim parents found me, performed CPR for 9 minutes until they found a pulse and saved my life. That's an incredible story.
That's crazy. Just last week.
And it does involve a pool, yet no car.
To a swim instructor. That's crazy. She drowned.
That's
9 minutes of CPR. They brought her back to life.
Fair to fire her now?
It's terrible.
I mean, hi, I'm a swim instructor. One time I drowned. Well, when you were a kid, no, like last week.
And the kids' parents had to save me.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Well.
So, I mean, we do have some incredible stories here, but only one that involves a car going down the hill into the water or whatever. So we'll throw it out there again, see what happens, and maybe we'll try again for tomorrow. Like I was, shot and lived. We'll see. But at the Ace TJ show, if you've ever seen it, witnessed it in person, the car ended up in the pool. It only happens in the movies and to me. We'll get to them next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ show. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her
Yeah.
yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands
Whatever.
that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, then why y'all always treat me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
I need to
But that's what we're doing.
Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said Hefe.
Why you me?
Why are you on me?
On your laptop one time, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
Ew.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. One star.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
It's time for you to upgrade your sleeping situation. And that does not mean that you need to find somebody else with whom to share your life. Not that kind of sleeping situation. I'm talking about the bedroom furniture, the mattresses, the box springs, all of it. It's at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Just waiting for you there. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, sponsor of TJ and Jody's House podcast, has all kinds of stuff that you need to go and just lie on and sit on and relax on. Like the TJ and Jody's living room set they have at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. They called it that after we bought one and loved it so much. Now they just trying to cling on to our name, basically. That's all they're doing. Big deal. But go check them out. We have all of the bedroom furniture, too, not just the mattresses and everything, and at great prices with a wonderful, fantastic delivery service. Several locations throughout the Lake Norman area, but they can serve Charlotte and surround. So go to acetj.com/mattress, acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
So they did a survey that says 42% of adults claim they never went on a vacation as a kid. So you've said before, TJ, your family never really took family vacations.
One time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you go?
Six Flags over Texas, in Dallas. And it didn't go well. People got, they got in arguments, and it was a lot of drama while we were there. And so that was about it.
Yeah.
That was about it.
We typically, growing up in Louisiana, our summer vacation would be, if we went anywhere, we would go to my aunt's house in Rainbow City, Alabama. And usually we tried to time it when their church group would be going to Six Flags over Georgia. So one of those days you would drive to Atlanta. We'd go to Six Flags and come back. And that was pretty much our standard vacation. We did go to Florida one year. My mom and my mom's friend, they knew some people there. We went there for the summer, but that was about it. We never went on a big vacation like the Disney World or anything like that.
Oh, well, I was always the friend that went on vacation with the other families.
So you got to go to cool places?
Yeah, some. Yeah, I got to go to the beach and all.
11, and we went to Disney World when I was like 10.
Oh, I just thought cruises when I was a kid, like those must be for millionaires. Those are thousands of dollars. Who goes on a cruise? Who could afford that?
So how crazy was it that y'all landed in Orlando on that little boat ride?
Stop it.
Just.
Riggin?
No, I mean we went to my grandma's house, which was in Florida, so we got to kind of go to the beach. So that was it. But it was fun.
Yeah. Rob, did your family go on vacations?
We went to Michigan.
Ooh.
That's why he hates vacations.
Went to visit family.
Man.
Yep. We went to DC one time, and that was cool, but the Michigan trips were not fun.
Always drove?
Yes. I flew with my dad one time to Michigan, and that was it.
Every other time it was a drive.
Yep.
For summer vacation.
13 hours.
Is it nice in the summer?
No, it's never. It's nice never.
It's never nice.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
We're on YouTube right now. I guess I should apologize to Mr. Todd, who runs our YouTube, because I wore a light-colored hoodie today, and I'm not supposed to wear anything light because it washes me out because I'm so pale. Pale-face ace is what they call me.
What up, YouTube?
Yeah. It's almost greenish.
So
yeah, you do look you have a little green hue.
Yeah, okay. That's probably just the color.
Looking jaundicey.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
You got green jaundice.
You got
But
you
hey,
walking jaundice.
You are lighting up the room as the Green Lantern.
That's right.
So you can check it out on YouTube, Ace TJ TV. It's Paleface Ace and TJ in the morning.
Oh, shamrock shake looking in.
What?
It's like mint green.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
Why are you mint green?
I think it's the way he dials down the color to try to make it darker, make it sharper on my camera, because my camera is different from everybody else's for whatever reason. We have 3 different cameras in here, and something about that makes this color, this cream-colored hoodie I'm wearing, look kind of greenish. I think
Mid chocolate.
I don't know. Thank you, Rob. You're just full of it this morning, aren't you?
I just turned on a ring light in my face.
Cute.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's reflecting out of your glasses.
Yeah, especially from your glasses.
2 white dots for eyes.
I probably shouldn't do that.
You guys are so high maintenance. Me
I'm
and
not doing
Riggins just
anything.
be chilling. We don't even worry about it.
I'm not high maintenance at all. It's just I just can't help the fact that I'm very pale.
We look like we're on a Zoom call.
Yeah, exactly.
Your skin is very high.
Y'all don't wonder about your lights. We over here on a 1.3 megapixel camera slapped on a Chromebook. This is as good as it's gonna get.
I know,
We got to get both of y'all in one shot. We got to do it with a different camera.
It's a struggle over here.
Y'all are lit by a neon sign behind you.
And you don't hear us complain.
Y'all sitting under the neon moon.
Yeah. Well, y'all aren't paying for it either.
Yeah, whatever.
It is what it is.
I'm not complaining. I'm making an observation that I forgot today and wore a dark. I didn't wear it. It's my fault. I didn't wear a dark color like I'm supposed to wear. I'm not supposed to wear light colors anymore in here for anything. Apparently,
just in general.
It's just like a dark T-shirt is all I'm allowed to wear from now on for the rest of my life. Apparently,
You should have been born so white.
Yeah, Ace. You ever think of that?
Yeah, I should have done something about that.
Think about that.
You know,
Yeah, don't blame Mr. Todd. Blame your Irish ancestors.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Yes, you're listening to us from the Calatrin Ace and TJ studios, or watching us, whatever it is you're doing. If you need help losing weight, then you need to contact our people at Calatrin. Fine people. Good, solid Southern folk at Calatrin. Their company is in Tennessee, and they are so sweet, so ready to help you, because they realize that losing weight is difficult. And they've all been there themselves, and they're all clients of Calatrin. They've used their products, and they've lost weight with it, as well as all kinds of other people. If you see on their website, you'll see a lot of the success stories and how it works, and how it's not a drug or anything that's going to negatively affect your medication that you already take, or give you the heebie-jeebies or the leg jumps or anything like that. Nothing to make you nervous and jittery, because it's not a drug. Calatrin is the safe, healthy way to lose weight, because they're not claiming they're going to take 30 pounds off of you in 6 hours. They don't do that. So go see what all they have to offer. If you buy 3 months now, you get 3 months free. 3 months and then 1 month free and $30 off. That's what you get at Calatrin. Go to acetj.com/weight loss for Calatrin.
So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to regroup tomorrow. We'll come back for the next installment of It Only Happens in the Movies and to Me.
Maybe people.
What?
I'll say maybe people understand now what
Maybe
you're
so.
trying to do.
I don't know what was confusing about it.
Well, maybe they thought he was giving an example, like, okay,
Well,
like
and
this.
that's what somebody pointed out. They said, hey, oftentimes we give examples, but I mean, the question was I thought the question was pretty clear.
Did it say, here's the question for
Yeah,
now?
I'll try that. Maybe we'll try that tomorrow. Rewrite it tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's like.
Maybe it doesn't need a lot of explanation.
Maybe that's what. Maybe I made it. Maybe something.
Just ask, hey, whose car went into the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
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 Let's do that.
Hey, you know what? Yeah.
That's the ticket right there.
All right, there we go. Okay.
That sounds best to me.
So it's fascinating how different people's opinions can be as far as what is a turn on and a turn off. Simple things. They did this online survey. Thousands of people took this online survey. And they just picked these daily items, the kind of things you would see all the time and be around all the time. For example, tattoos. 77% of people said they're a turn on. But when they did piercings, only 49% of people said it was a turn on. When somebody you're dating responds to a text immediately, 86% of people said it's a turn on. But then there's 14% that were like, that's a little desperate. It's a turn off. So you've texted them, and if they respond immediately, people are like, oh, you're a little desperate. Well, you ask them a question.
Yeah. It is, though.
When someone's really funny, it's a turn on for 98% of people. But 2% of people say it's a turn off.
Oh, well, they're lame. Like, who does not like a person that's funny?
When someone is super talkative, and this is their words, when someone is super talkative, 62% of people said, oh, that's a turn on. I love people who are super talkative. Super talkative sounds like they would just be exhausting to be around.
Yeah, I don't like that.
When someone is overly confident or cocky, 81% of people said that's a turn off.
Especially if they have no reason to be.
Right. Loud talking, 94% of people said loud talking is a turn off.
I was way ahead of the curve on that one.
40%?
Yeah, so 94.
Oh,
so
94.
But there's still 6% of the people that are like, love a loud talker.
The louder, the better.
And when someone gets jealous really easily, 79% of people said it's a turn off. But being overprotective, over half, 56% said being overprotective, that's a turn on.
Yeah, some women love that.
I think the tattoo thing, you got to qualify that though, because
And piercing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's tattoos are a turn on. Well, what if they're just like random? What did Riggins call it? A sketchbook.
Yeah.
Tattoo, like, nope. I've seen lots of attractive women, especially online. You'll see, and then you're like, You just got like random 8 tattoos in random places all over. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, it's not for me.
There was a lady at when I lived in an apartment for a while, right after my divorce. Very attractive lady, probably ballpark my age, but she had a tattoo of a snake that started at her knee and went around her leg and up her hip. And I was like, that's a lot.
What about, do you judge a person's pride in their state when it comes to a tattoo, depending on what the state is?
For example,
like if they've got a big tattoo of the state of Florida on there, they're proud to be from Florida. I'm like, okay, I can see that. But if it's a state of Connecticut,
you're like, that makes no sense. Texas, get it? Yeah, I'd be like, okay, that's good. You're proud to be from Texas.
Yeah.
I don't think I would like any state tattoo.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
You don't think the state tattoo is sexy?
Because we know a girl who has a tattoo of Wisconsin.
What?
On her arm. Yeah, that's where she's from. Wisconsin.
I think Texas is maybe the only one that I could reasonably see a tattoo of.
So you don't think if I had a tattoo of the great state of Louisiana on my arm, it wouldn't be sexy?
You do. You've got a tattoo of Louisiana, trust me, and everything that comes out of your mouth, all of your behaviors.
It's a symbolic tattoo.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Okay, we get some crazy questions from time to time, but somebody has asked us something. There is something she loves about her boyfriend, and it is weird, weird, weird. But I guarantee you will ask someone else later today about this next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world lost a great man, a friend to everyone, who always made it a beautiful day. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 20 years ago today, February 27th, 2003. The world lost a wonderful man, a friend to all children, when Mr. Rogers passed away at the age of 74 from stomach cancer. Mr. Rogers, famous for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, produced over 900 episodes spanning 31 years on PBS. And it was always a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ 5G.
Very few places have everything. Great food, great drinks, great service, and incredible atmosphere. One of those places is Fahrenheit Charlotte. South Caldwell, 21 stories above the city, right next to the Spectrum Center. You couldn't ask for anything better, no matter what you're trying to do. Business meeting, romantic dinner, drinks before an event, just a good place to hang out. They can do it all. It's FahrenheitCharlotte.com to get more details and make reservations. FahrenheitCharlotte.com.
Have you guys been to a buffet in a while?
No.
Like an old school buffet? Have you?
A few weeks ago, we were at a buffet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In the area?
Yeah.
So there's this article coming out, or it's out now, and it says it's called Ponderosa Steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Ponderosa Steakhouse refuses to die. And it talks about how many locations of the Ponderosa Steakhouse still exist. And it's basically like a buffet restaurant that's in the northern part of the States. I don't know that we have one here in North Carolina, but that's the attitude, is it refuses to die. There is a war against buffet restaurants, especially now, especially after the pandemic, that these things should go away forever. And Ponderosa Steakhouse is not going away. So they might be one of the now, the buffet that you went to, was it a chain?
Yes.
It was.
There were of the four of us, two of us didn't want to go to the buffet place, and two of us did. And once we went, two of us liked it, and two of us complained about it. So,
same two on both?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The people that didn't want to go didn't enjoy it?
Right.
Huh. Where was your wife? Well, I guess I don't want to do that, but all right, that's interesting. I'm surprised.
So the two women didn't like it, and the men did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I love a buffet.
Do you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Like, when was the last time you went to a buffet?
Probably before the pandemic, but I
Like-
would go. If someone was like, hey, you want to go? Yes.
An American style buffet or a Chinese buffet?
Both. But I like American style because there's more, you can get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's Rob. He loves the buffet.
Yeah. Mine was an American style buffet a little over a year ago. Golden Corral breakfast buffet on a Saturday morning.
Okay. See, a breakfast buffet seems pretty still the way to go.
Spectacular.
I want a piece of fried chicken, steak, and pizza all on one plate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
So every Tuesday on the Ace and TJ show, we do group therapy. And we get a lot of questions. If you ever want to be a part of group therapy, have a question for group therapy, all you do is just DM it to us at the Ace TJ show. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You get it to us any way you want to. But this one came in, and I'm fascinated by this. And it's not really a group therapy question. It was kind of sent under the guise, so to speak, of group therapy. But somebody named Jill, she has her name on it, so it's okay, said, here's the deal. I like my boyfriend to stank a little bit. Not like 3-day stank, but like a little scent of sweat and musk. Like he worked out on the treadmill the other day, and he was headed for the shower, and I was like, wait, stop right there. Get over here with that stanky body. She said, he did. It was hot. Am I alone in this?
She likes his pheromones.
That's not really a group therapy question, but is there anything to that? Is that she said her words, stanky.
It says Musk. She likes it.
Is that normal?
I don't know.
It's not completely uncommon. It's like some women like that. Like if he's been outside working or something.
Yeah, but that's a very unique, I would think, male-female trait, because I don't think you'll see a guy that, men tend to like women who smell sweet, and
You don't want a stinky girl?
I don't want a stinky girl. No.
We like them smelling sweet.
Sweet? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like sweet.
I want them to smell sweet like muffins.
Polynesian sauce.
You know what I meant there. That sweet might not have been the proper word, but you want them to smell nice.
Yeah.
You know?
Like exotic fruit.
Hey, a girl that smells like muffins would be pretty awesome all the time.
That's pretty cool.
Every time she smells like blueberry muffins all the time.
Come
That'd
over
be
here, strawberry
amazing.
shortcake. Smelling sweet, looking good.
But if you came in Riggins and your girlfriend always smelling like she'd been just left the gym, you would not be into it.
I don't know. I think there's probably a situation where I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, kind of nasty. Sure.
But don't they do that where they take like shirts that people have been sweating in and like people are attracted to that smell?
Yeah, it's like pheromones.
Yeah, pheromones.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what it is.
My roommate in college bought man-made pheromones as a cologne. I was like, buddy, I don't think that's the problem. I don't think the problem is your smell. It's your inability to talk to people.
Man-made
Work on
pheromones.
that. Yeah, he bought them from the internet. I don't know that it worked.
How many pheromones did he get?
Right.
I don't know.
He had a dozen.
It
So
came in
his
like a little bottle.
Yeah, so his cologne do you wear it like cologne?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, I bought pheromones. I'm like, what's a pheromone? It's like it attracts women. Well, all right, good luck.
So it didn't work for him?
Not that I recall. Not that I remember.
So there's not, but it's not. I don't think it's the same. I think that's more for women. It's probably that he smells like a man kind of thing because he's been working or something. I don't know. And it's different for a guy. You don't want the same type of smell. I mean, I don't think a guy would right here. I like it when I would never tell my girlfriend or wife, get away with that stanky body.
No, but a lot of men find women sweating to be sexy, but not stinking. You can be sweating without being stanky.
Oh, I'm always sweating.
Yeah.
But on your mustache. Not that kind of sexy sweat.
There's a difference. There.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're going to do Now Trending coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world lost a great man, a friend to everyone, who always made it a beautiful day. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon. What are all these people doing in our house? Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 20 years ago today, February 27th, 2003. The world lost a wonderful man, a friend to all children, when Mr. Rogers passed away at the age of 74 from stomach cancer. Mr. Rogers, famous for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, produced over 900 episodes spanning 31 years on PBS. And it was always a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Oh, then you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
So you have until 10 o'clock this morning to get your entry in for the first quarter of the rest of your life. That's a chance to win $10,000 from our charity Peyton's Promise to help you change your life forever. None of that would be possible without great sponsors for Peyton's Promise like Bradham Brothers Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. They've been doing it for over 50 years. Top quality trained products, and they take pride in the level of service that they provide. You can't go wrong with Bradham Brothers. Call Bradham Brothers or go to BradhamBrothers.com. That's BRADHAM Brothers.com to schedule service or get a free estimate today. That's BradhamBrothers.com.
What y'all think of magnet fishing?
I don't know what that is.
It's where these guys get these really, really powerful magnets, and they put them on a chain or a rope or some really strong rope, and they sling them out into the water, and then they pull them back and try to gather treasures, find treasures with them.
Okay, so I didn't understand this. So they're not catching fish. They're just trying to see what's at the bottom of the lake or the river or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I'll be okay with that.
They catch a lot of shopping carts. Can you imagine trying to pull up a bunch of shopping carts?
There was one guy, I think it was in L.A. He went and did it outside of a bridge, and he pulled out like 10 guns.
Yeah.
And just like was laying them all out. There was like, maybe even over a dozen.
There's a lot of shopping carts, though.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how that, how you pulling that out with just a magnet. The magnet would have to be really strong. But one of them I saw the other day on the net of Enters. It was a case, like a lockbox looking little thing. He pulled that up and then popped it, and it had jewelry and stuff in it.
What?
Yeah. But it was nasty. That's the thing that would keep me from wanting to do that. I mean, just talk about sludge and slime and stuff all over these things that they're pulling up. And basically you're just foraging for treasures is what you're doing. But you make your own hours. You're your own boss, I would think, unless you got somebody, pimping you out to go do that. You're just out there. You're out there fishing. Once you invest in the magnet and the rope or chain, you pretty much got all the expenses taken care of.
It's cheaper than fly fishing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the metal detector on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just much dirtier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems that way.
And you probably got a lot more treasures from the water than the sand.
A lot more stuff brought up. Now, I don't know whether they're treasures or not, but you find a lot more stuff.
Even if it's stuff that you're not going to look at as a treasure, you can still, take it to the scrap iron pile.
Yeah.
Sell it for scrap iron.
And they call it magnet fishing.
Mm-hmm. Get into that.
Ace TJ 5G.
All right. The Weekend Review happens every Friday. It's Regan's Funny Song. You can go get it on its own podcast at acetj.com or the app or wherever. And it's sponsored by Calatrin. Everything's sponsored by Calatrin. Calatrin this, Calatrin that. You need help losing weight? Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order what? Calatrin, that's what.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Cocaine Bear had a good weekend at the box office, $23 million. We've been talking about Cocaine Bear for weeks. Well, ever since we heard about it.
Any idea how much it costs to make Cocaine Bear? It couldn't have been that much, right?
I don't know. The CGI to do the bear might have been the most expensive thing because there's no huge actors in it. I don't think. I think Kerry Russell's in it. Maybe
it cost them $35 million to make.
It's more than I thought. Yeah. But it had a good weekend, and the people that were behind Sharknado and Snakes on a Train, I'm sure everybody remembers that one, is taking the idea and making it a little bit better. They've got a new movie coming out called Attack of the Meth Gator.
Mm-hmm. Meth Gator.
And that should be interesting. I can't wait to see that.
You gotta love that.
I mean, the Sharknado movies were really something special. So Attack of the Meth Gator, probably going straight to DVD and on demand. Something to look forward to. I saw Ant-Man did not have a great follow-up weekend. It was just released in China. Rob went and saw it a couple weeks ago when it was out for the first time. It's now in third place. Rob, not good, right?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
$7 million over the weekend. Not good. For a big Marvel movie. Not great. It's National Strawberry Day. It's probably my favorite fruit.
It's got fiber.
Does it?
It's one of the only fruits where you eat the seeds.
Yeah. They actually said it's not a berry, even though it's called a strawberry. They call it an accessory fruit because I guess fruits can't have seeds on the outside, around the outside. So it's an accessory fruit, but it's a strawberry. It's its own thing.
Women like them.
Of course.
Yeah, but I like them. I mean, I feel like finding a good strawberry is pretty hard.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Like that's a challenge in your life?
It is a challenge in my life.
I love that.
Finding a good strawberry is difficult?
Yeah, like when you get them and they're nice and juicy and sweet.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a good batch.
Interesting.
I agree with that.
Okay.
But it is the first fruit to ripen, I think, in the spring sometime.
Yeah.
And they grow them in every state. Happy National Strawberry Day. And just a heads up, if you are an AirPods Max user, those are the Apple headphones that go over the ear. They're pretty big, and they're kind of rectangular, squarish. Police say that there's a new epidemic going on with thieves riding up on mopeds and snatching them right off your head. They cost over $500, so it's something that thieves can easily take and make their way off on a moped. They said 21 pairs of these AirPod Maxes have been stolen since the end of January. So just something to think about if you're walking around in the city and you've got those AirPod Maxes on. You might get them ripped off by somebody on a moped. And nobody wants to get robbed by somebody on a moped.
They do anything. They do it on those city scooters too, I bet.
Yeah, maybe, as long as you can make it fast. But they said, these are the new Starbucks cups, the sort of in item, the fashionable item, accessory that everybody wants. But at $528, they're expensive. So it makes them more appealing to thieves over a Starbucks cup, obviously.
Remember the very first day of those big city scooter things, I said, they're going to be using these to mug people, and they're going to be using these to commit crimes throughout cities in America. The first day.
Really?
Now here we are.
Now they're doing it.
Snatching headphones off of people.
See, listen to TJ.
There was no crime in cities around America until scooters came along.
No, I said they're going to be using them to aid them in their crimes.
Yeah.
Using them like a scooter crime.
Yeah. And I will say, my favorite thing on the internet this morning is basically all the videos from Small Town Adventures on Saturday. TJ and his Small Town Adventures crew went to Hickory, North Carolina, and there were some highs and there were some lows. And I don't want to call anybody out, but holy cow, it was fascinating to watch. All the videos are up, Facebook, Instagram, at The Ace TJ Show. You can follow TJ, his wife Jody, and his friends Jenny and Michael throughout the city of Hickory and check out all the bars and restaurants. And there was some wild moments there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sure he'll recap. You're tired?
Yeah.
He's going to recap everything for you during the TJ and Jody's House podcast, which airs later today. Great weekend for that. So those are a few things that are now trending.
All right. There are a lot of things that people do that you would consider rude behavior on a plane. Like, how dare somebody lean their seat back when it's perfectly within their right to do so? But this is something a little different. There's a young lady complaining about the guy next to her on a plane. And we'll see how you compare to this in some of your past plane experience. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world lost a great man, a friend to everyone, who always made it a beautiful day. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 20 years ago today, February 27th, 2003. The world lost a wonderful man, a friend to all children. when Mr. Rogers passed away at the age of 74 from stomach cancer. Mr. Rogers, famous for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, produced over 900 episodes spanning 31 years on PBS. And it was always a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ. This is Ace TJ 5G.
If you've got a business you need advertising done, then you need Ace TJ Media. All your branding and advertisements on digital, video, audio, we've got it all. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Here's something today that I never thought I would be saying again that I'm doing. But today I'm going to, and I've never done this before, I'm going to, at 2 o'clock, the Birthing Plan Workshop. The Birthing Plan Workshop, where you go and find out all of the different options of things that can be done when it comes to having a child and developing a birthing plan and so forth and so on, so that there are no questions, like everything is locked down as far as, you know, room and all this kind of stuff.
Like if you're going to have a home birth or a hospital birth?
All that kind of stuff, all those questions.
Are you going to have a home birth?
No, we're not going to have a home birth. If we're going to have a hospital birth, you know, she's going to have an epidural, all that kind of stuff. But there's all this stuff that's kind of laid out that they go through all of the different options. Everything is handled, taken care of, done. No questions, no decisions have to be made after. It's kind of like a will. But before you bring in, you know, the will takes care of all the questions after somebody dies. This is the birthing plan is like the will for the unborn.
Ooh.
Think of it that way. Why is that weird?
I mean, that's a pretty morbid compare. I mean,
a will for the unborn.
Yeah.
No, it's just like a plan. It takes care of all the questions.
I like that better.
It's the plan.
This was your idea?
No. Not even remotely.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this existed. I always, last time I had a kid, you just went to the hospital and checked it out, and they gave you a little tour and said, here's what the room would look like, and do you want the epidural? You're like, yeah, we move on.
There's no birthing plan workshops in rural Louisiana?
No, there are a lot of options. The lady that does it is called a doula.
A doula, yeah. I kind of wanted to become a doula.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've always been interested in that.
Okay, yeah. There's a word I didn't know either until a couple of weeks ago. She's called a doula.
It just adds a layer to the things that you have to do and pay for.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct.
It's like the save the date card.
Yeah.
Which
Excellent.
is mind-boggling to me. The save the date card is a thing.
Yeah, I never heard of a doula until a couple of weeks ago. But apparently I'll be meeting the doula this afternoon at 2.
She foreign?
I have no idea.
I just pictured the doula being foreign.
It seems like she would be, but that doesn't necessarily the case.
Hello, this is a baby plan workshop. Hello.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her
Yeah.
yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands
Whatever.
that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, then why y'all always treat me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
I need to make.
But that's what we're doing.
Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said Hefe.
Why you me?
Why you on me?
On your laptop one time, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
Ew.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. One star.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
Ace and TJ app is brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. You can order it online, papajohns.com. The crispy parm pizza on the menu now. Parmesan cheese baked into their thin crust pizza. It's delicious. papajohns.com.
Have y'all ever seen in any airport you've been other than, I think, maybe Texas? I've been in the Dallas or Houston airport, and I've seen barbecue restaurants. Do they have those in the North Carolina airports?
Barbecue restaurant?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Because this woman has taken pictures and gone to the internet complaining that the guy sitting next to her on a plane brought food onto the plane from out in the airport. He got it to go so he could eat it on his way out. And it's a box. It looks like a pizza box. But when you open it up, it is 2 racks of ribs, some fries, and some street corn, it looks like. And he's sitting in the middle seat.
Not in the middle.
Yeah.
He's
going down
ribs
on that, boy. Woo!
Oh.
2 racks of baby backs.
He's eating ribs in the middle seat.
I'd be like, can I have a little bite?
Yeah, there's no way you would sit there beside him, Alexis, and not ask him for some.
Oh, there's no way.
Or at least go, ooh, that sure does look good. Is that good?
Yeah.
And him offer it to you.
And I'm going to say yes.
Meanwhile, she's complaining.
She don't even know how good she has it.
Why complain? What does it bother you?
Because of the smell of it and having to
delicious.
having to watch this old guy eat all this disgusting food, and he's probably getting barbecue sauce all over his mouth and hands, and it's probably, if you are going to watch somebody eat, watching them eat ribs is probably going to be something that's not exactly what you would call the most civilized video.
You're right.
Of anybody, eating. But it's not like the man brought, an onion sandwich onto the plane or a big old piece of tilapia or some stinking fish. Mm-hmm. It's just barbecue and fries.
Yeah. Ribs,
it'd be hard to eat on a plane.
It would be very difficult to eat on a plane, especially in the middle seat, because you're in a tiny area there. And I can see where it might be a little annoying because the whole having to use it's going to be very messy. It's going to make a big mess on the tray.
It's probably making a lot of noise.
But is it something I'm going to complain about? No, making a lot of smacking.
Yeah, and then licking his fingers.
Yeah.
And then looking at the ribs that he's polished off so far. I mean, you could take the ribs and use them as surgical instruments. That's how clean he's gotten them.
That's my style right there.
He has gotten
I like
the
that.
ribs taken care of.
You certainly can't ignore it. You have to make a comment if you're sitting next to him. Going, wow, ribs. Bold choice.
Yeah, but I think if the guy
ignore
sitting
that.
down next to me having ribs, I might say something like, "Man, I wish I'd have thought of that."
Yeah, you got to say
good, yeah.
something.
Now, would you take it from him, Alexis, if he offered you a rib?
Yes. Are you kidding
You would
me?
just eat from a stranger like that? You don't even know?
I mean, I would ask him his name first.
What's your name? Let me get a rib.
But yeah, that would be a good bonding moment. I'd probably make a new friend.
Okay. But I don't see where, as long as they're not getting barbecue sauce and all on me, I don't care what. I would much rather have that than somebody eating raw onions on something.
Or a tuna fish sandwich.
Ugh. Yeah. So stank on a plane. What is the stinkingest food or hell, anything else, I guess, that someone's ever sat next to you with on a plane? Did somebody sit next to you with just some disgusting smelling fish and onions at the same time? It was almost like they shouldn't even allow that on the plane.
I was going to say, do you think airports take into account? Do they take into account that a lot of times the food is taken onto the plane? Does somebody? Do they tell restaurants, "Hey, these items like you can't sell fajitas"?
But once they calm down, you can't really smell those. But I've been on a plane where a guy opens up a salad and it's got raw onions on it and smell up the whole plane.
Oof.
Or like a blooming onion. I'd be so annoyed by that. But are you kidding? Like you're going to peel that all off and eat that right here? That'd be annoying.
It wouldn't be annoying.
No, I love a blooming onion.
I mean, I do too, but I don't want to smell the onion on the plane, and it's like too complicated to eat.
But see, the difference is, Riggins, is that you find it annoying. Alexis sees every one of these things, as long as it's a food that she enjoys, as an opportunity to get some free food from somebody on the plane.
Yeah, but the you could even get somebody who just grabs a cheeseburger on the way onto the plane, and if it's got raw onions on it, it's nasty.
Yeah.
Or jalapenos, they have a pretty strong smell. So what do you got? Stank on a plane. It could be the food or a person. What does it smell like?
Oh.
Send us a DM or comment on social medias at the Ace TJ Show. Come on.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world lost a great man, a friend to everyone, who always made it a beautiful day. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, Great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 20 years ago today, February 27th, 2003. The world lost a wonderful man, a friend to all children, when Mr. Rogers passed away at the age of 74 from stomach cancer. Mr. Rogers, famous for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, produced over 900 episodes spanning 31 years on PBS. And it was always a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Ace TJ 5G.
There's a group of people, and all they do is commercial cleaning. It's the Johnson Group. Katie and Emily, two sisters, started the Johnson Group in 2004. By the way, I didn't need to tell you they were two. You heard me say Katie and Emily, so you knew they were two. But a pair of sisters. And they started the Johnson Group in 2004, and all they do is commercial cleaning. Office space, medical building space, doesn't make any difference. So they've grown, and now they handle over 15 million square feet every single month, and that includes Optimist Hall. That includes Bank of America Stadium. That includes all of the YMCAs in Charlotte, High Point, Gastonia. And I stand by the fact that if you're doing all the YMCAs, you are excellent at what you do, because the numbers of people that go in and out of those places every single day, and the fact that they have to be super clean, they can do anything. Doesn't matter what type of business you have. acetj.com/clean. acetj.com/clean. Let them make your life a little bit better. Help you make a great first impression. It's the Johnson Group.
Hey, and today is the deadline to get in your first quarter of the rest of your life entry on how $10,000 could change your life. What is the deadline day?
10 a.m. Eastern.
Time, yeah. 10 o'clock this morning. Alexis, how did your first cheat day go? Your big cheat day from your diet?
Oh my God, it was great, but I am struggling a little bit today. I ate so much cheese.
And it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What all did you eat?
I had a chopped cheese from Jay's food truck. It's like ground burger meat, and then it has cheese melted all over it on a hoagie bun, and then his sister came by and dropped us off this huge pan of lasagna. So I ate that, and I had a Slurpee, and what else did I have? Oh, some ice cream. It was great. Lasagna. Yes. It was like a big old pan of lasagna, just with like cheese bubbling all from every single corner.
How much did you have?
I had a good amount.
Enough. A goodly amount. She had a goodly amount. So now, does that make you feel all, energized now and like, okay, I had that good day and back to it today?
Oh, yeah. Because I'm definitely struggling, and I woke up feeling a little sluggish. So
from eating all that stuff. So it's good while on that first cheat day while it's tasting great, but then after that it starts to bring you down. Yeah. Especially when you got all those stomach issues you got and eating all that cheese.
All that cheese, you're kidding me? It's like my body was like, hey, I thought we were doing good here. What's going on, bud?
So knowing your body doesn't like you to have cheese, you had a ton of cheese.
Yeah. It's my cheat day.
Yeah.
Good point.
Right. Duh. Cheat your colon day. That's what it is.
But I enjoyed every bite. It was probably the best tasting thing I've ever had.
Well, good. Now you're back on it.
Back on it.
And you've only had how many hot Cheetos today?
No hot Cheetos. No hot Cheetos. I'm not doing the hot Cheetos anymore.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Well, everybody knows that's a lie. That you will end up going back to hot Cheetos.
Yeah. So are you already planning for next weekend's cheat day?
No, I'm gonna kind of let myself get back to normal and then figure it out. I think it's true what TJ said, that you start seeing how your body feels, and then all of a sudden you eat everything you want, and it does feel kind of ugh.
You could have stopped it right there with "It's true what TJ said."
Okay, no, because not everything you say is true.
I mean, everybody else could just fill in the blank there, and it would be a true statement.
Whatever.
Well, good for you. Good for you, fatty.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
If you're still an influencer, you're living on borrowed time, because now there is something called, and I think this is really sad, and it just says a lot about who we've become as people. Now, the hot thing is to not be an influencer, it's to be a de-influencer. The de-influencer tells you about products you should not buy, things you should not be involved in.
And it's just so expensive. Like, this is insane. It's so expensive. This one's easy. The Ugg boots. Don't buy them. They're going to be out of fashion just as quickly as they came into fashion.
So also, her whole thing is to tell you what thing, don't buy fragrances. Here's why you shouldn't buy these particular items. There was this one. There's somebody who's a de-influencer about fast food. What is so funny, TJ?
A de-influencer.
He's so dumb.
Oh, now I got it.
She out here influencing D's.
I'm a D.
Look at her. Look, what's her name? What does she do? Oh, she's a de-influencer.
She's a de-influencer. I guess it all depends on how you say it. But isn't there something sad about that? That rather than, you know, the de-influencer. My point is that's becoming the hot thing now.
Yes, it is.
Is to be somebody who tells people what, like, don't do this, don't do that. This product sucks. That's terrible. Here's why you shouldn't buy this product.
Yeah.
There's something mean about that. And I don't know. I don't want to be a de-influencer.
Too late.
Yeah. Some people can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Some people can't.
You didn't even know you were a de-influencer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I done got hot.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Go watch us on YouTube if you want to see us live right now. You can see the whole show that way. You can download the whole show and watch it later if you want. Who cares? Do it on your time. It's you and your business. Also, the other features that we have up on YouTube. If you want to watch us doing video things, like today at 11 Eastern, my wife Jody will be in here and we'll be doing our podcast. That's fun and so exciting to watch. You don't want to miss it. So stank on a plane. Who or what has been on a plane with you that was stanking? This lady complaining because the guy sitting next to her was eating just racks of ribs and fries and street corn. Street corn with more butter on it than I've ever seen in my life on a piece of corn. It looked delicious. This lady said I had to fly to Orlando several years ago. For whatever reason, it was one of those planes that had two seats on one side and one on the other. When the pilot announced we would start descending soon, a rather flamboyant woman who was probably 70 decided she needed to smell good for her much younger boy toy when she got off the plane. So she dumped what seemed to be the biggest bucket of cheap Dollar Tree perfume all over herself. Everyone was miserable, and I had a migraine for 2 days after that. Can you imagine? So now I'm thinking, all right, onion smell, raw onion is one of the worst to me. Onions and fish smell on a plane. I would take fish smell over onion smell any day on a plane. But I'm thinking I would take raw onion smell over cheap perfume, like an abundance of cheap perfume.
Because the perfume gets on you more than any of the other smells because you'll absorb that.
And it does give you a headache.
Yeah,
it's like a gas.
Yeah.
It's like some sort of a chemical burn in your face.
You would take fish smell over onion smell?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, fish smell over raw onion.
That's crazy.
But I think someone who is that overly perfumed with a nasty smelling scent, I would think would be the worst. The absolute worst, because you can't see through that a lot of times. It's just, ugh.
But fish seems to be the... fish comes up a lot on the front page of our Facebook page. Angel said, ugh, hot tuna melt. I got on a plane to Detroit and was already not feeling well, and the guy next to me breaks out a hot tuna melt. Said it was stinking.
I mean, you're going to Detroit. They're probably looking at it like, how much worse could it get? The damage is done when you purchase the ticket. To show you where your life is.
Christy said a piece of tilapia the lady broke out about 5 minutes after takeoff. She goes, thank God it was it was a short flight, but still one of the longest flights ever.
I don't understand how a person is not going to think about that when they get into the plane. Like, have no type of self-awareness whatsoever.
No, that's all they have is self-awareness. They don't have awareness for anything else other than themselves. But, Riggins, are you taking cheap perfume smell over any of the other ones?
Yeah, cheap perfume, onions, fish.
Okay, cheap perfume, the best of the three?
No,
the worst?
That's the worst.
The worst.
At the top. That's like the worst thing I could experience.
Okay.
Like you're right. It kind of burns your nose a little bit and it doesn't go away.
Especially cheap old woman perfume.
Yeah.
Smell like a patchouli.
And it's so inconsiderate,
Powdery.
and that would make it even worse to me. I'm like, this jerk. I'd start getting mad about it. Yep.
Because she could easily do that once she gets off the plane.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay, what about would you rather have, considering that's the worst, the perfume smell, would that be worse than if somebody had chronic gas on the plane?
Ugh.
Like, would you rather smell like poo-poo or perfume?
Perfume.
The perfume, I think. Yeah,
You would?
Yeah, I didn't think about the gas thing.
What about you, Ace?
I think I'd rather smell the perfume.
Yeah, not me.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You'd rather smell gas?
Yes.
From a human?
Yes.
Gross.
I don't like extra loads of perfume of any kind.
Yeah.
But especially cheap nasty kind anyway. Dollar store perfume.
Dollar store perfume.
I don't want to be smelling hot, hard-boiled egg smell. No, thank you.
Okay.
That's what gas smells like.
Hot, hard-boiled eggs?
Yeah.
But I mean, which one would be easier to cover up or to get some relief from? And when you do the bandit thing with your shirt, where you pull it
up over your nose,
like that.
Yeah.
Could you hide from it at all? One better than the other? I don't think.
I still think the perfume is a difficult one to hide from.
Yeah, because it's gas in your face.
Yeah, and it's made to absorb into clothing.
It's almost like it would bring the plane down. I would think it could be so bad. Okay. Well, now we've created the chart. We'll just have to go from there whenever another story hits us here.
Yeah.
We'll break out the old what's worse chart. We'll get to that. All right. So a lady had a little bit of a mishap. All she was trying to do was melt the fat in her chin, and it didn't go well for her. We'll tell you about it coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. acetj@acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
All right. So how are you like Alexis? Alexis is starting a journey today. It's sort of it's a journey.
It's a journey.
Spiritual, physical, mental.
I'm gonna refine myself.
You're gonna refine yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna start a diet, basically. So, but it's a journey.
Go through all that. Where she started a diet, so
she's looking to turn things around. I guess I don't know.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
What is your goal?
To just be healthier, have healthier habits, eat healthier, be more conscious about what I'm eating.
Mm-hmm. So to be on a diet.
Get a Ferrari.
Lose a little bit of weight.
How are you like Alexis? Now, I'm a lot like Alexis, I think, in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's coming to mind, but I'm sure I am a little bit like her. But how are you like Alexis, knowing what you know about her from her being on the show? Kelly said, because I would already have treats stashed to cheat on that diet.
Ooh.
That's how I'm like Alexis. Yeah. Now, Alexis did say when we first started talking about this, she was already planning about where she's going to hide to eat her snacks and what she's going to do with the wrappers so that her boyfriend doesn't find them and call her out on cheating. Mm-hmm. Have you changed? Are you still planning that kind of thing?
No, I'm going to try to do it fair and square, and I actually ate my last bit of car snacks yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I did.
So now there are no more car snacks?
There are no more car snacks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been the first time she had to hide wrappers from her boyfriend.
Boom.
Get in the closet. Get in the closet.
Come on. Get in there. No, that's not nice.
I like Henry here who said, I'm like Alexis in that I like to eat, and I too struggle with self-control.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I do. I struggle with self-control. No, he's right.
All right.
You're right, Henry.
All right. How are you like Alexis? Kenzie said, because we be blazing.
Yo. Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day. So I was thinking we were going to get some sort of profound answers. Like, I envy the relationship she has with her mom. But no. We be blazing.
Hey, it's 420 every day.
We smoking weed.
And then this lady said, I'm 4'8", short like Alexis. Happy birthday, Lynn!
So she's going to sneak it in.
Who's Lynn?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Happy
They took their
birthday.
opportunity to give a birthday shout out. And it just got on the radio.
That'd be something I would do, though, so that's kind of like me.
Yeah.
Lauren says, I know exactly how she feels every time I get my lashes done. # lash life.
Oh, Lauren, I can't wait till Friday. That's when I'm getting my lashes done because your girl's struggling right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Yeah, you got
hello.
You got that naked mole rat look going.
Yeah, it's starting to come through.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it on Friday because the next day she comes in and she's just like guns blazing and she's mean and she's
nobody likes that.
Yeah. But Patricia has sort of the answer I think I was looking for. She said being an empath. Oh, yes. I absolutely agree that other people's energy can impact you. Not only your mood, but it can feel like your entire soul is drained.
Yep.
Keeping good company is vital.
It's very true.
That's the kind of answer I was expecting from this.
Being an empath is a hard job.
Is it hard?
Let me tell you. Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know what an empath was. That means like you're respective of the vibe. You're respectful of the
you
vibes.
take on people's energy. You can come into a room and you can feel the energy from the other people. You can feel other people's emotion.
Yeah,
Really?
everybody has that.
Really?
Yeah. If you walk into a room and there are two people in the room and they've been arguing, fighting with each other, and then you walk in, you feel that heaviness, and you're like, oh, it's awkward in here, that kind of thing. So everybody must be an empathologist.
It's not special.
No.
Actually, it is, but
No,
we'll
it's
get
not.
into that in a minute.
Everybody can do it. Somebody's in a
Scientifically
bad...
proven, it's only about 3 or 4% of the population. It's highly sensitive.
Okay, well then how do all of
But-
these self-help books say surround yourself with positive people?
Yeah.
So it affects everybody if you're around negative people all the time.
Yeah, but that's not what an empath is someone that I can go to one person and I can feel that they're sad for whatever reason. I can tell if they're a good person or a bad person.
Oh, you mean like a psychic?
No, not like a psychic. You just
like
feel
a
it.
psychic. Okay. All right.
Nothing like
Nothing like that. No, he's just trying to pop someone's bubble, dude.
Yeah.
That's all he's trying to do. He's always trying to pop your bubble.
Because your bubbles is like Chinese spy balloons. They got to come down.
No, they don't.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Today's the last day to get your entry in for the first quarter of the rest of your life. You can win $10,000 today at 10 Eastern. So you need to jump on it. Let us know. Go to acetj.com/furs. acetj.com/furs. So there's a woman who was she was just looking to have her chin fat dissolved. And then she says she ended up looking like a frog. There are all these things that it seems like you don't hear about them, that they're available as a service until something goes wrong with it. And then all the people hit the social medias about it. I didn't know that you could get fat dissolving injections into your face, into your chin like that, and it just dissolved the fat.
So it makes the fat just disappear?
Yeah, it dissolves.
Okay.
And then the swelling, I guess, is what made her look like a frog. But all of that stuff leaves you with a little bit of minor swelling and all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And when somebody gets their lips done, they stay really swollen for a while, don't they? A few days at least, or a couple of days.
Yeah, I looked like a Bratz doll for 2 days.
When you got lip injections?
When I got the lip injections, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now there's something called a lip flip. What is that about? A lip flip?
I have no idea.
They just take it and
Yeah.
do something
So that it's
flip it
a
up?
little bit bigger lips, but not anything major, I think.
Well,
Yeah, just like that.
it's never good though when you come out looking like a frog.
No, that's
Ribbit.
not good. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what a frog looks like.
Because it's that, when they do that ribbit, that
Yeah,
part like
swollen
swells
up,
up. That's
yeah.
what she's talking about.
Ribbit. Looking like a frog better than having a turkey neck.
No, I think I'd rather have
The turkey neck is
yeah.
loose, right? Like,
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Alexis, you didn't look like a frog when you got your lips done.
No.
You look like a camel.
I did not look like a camel.
When are you getting that done again?
I'm saving up for it. It's going to be the next thing I do again, probably in a few months.
Has it worn off though?
I think so.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah.
She was saying how much it cost to get that done. I was stunned.
Really?
Yes.
I had no
It's
idea.
a lot. Yeah.
But you think it was worth it?
Yeah, I like it. I don't want to get addicted to it, though. That's the thing. I'm trying to, pace myself.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to have your lips turn out to be like your eyelashes, where if you don't have your eyelashes done, you get all crazy.
Right.
You walk around here with flat lips. Flat lips, no eyelashes.
Deflated. Oh, no.
Ugh.
And a bad attitude.
Sweaty upper lip.
Sweaty upper lip, right? And dirty hair.
Maybe the lip injections didn't last very long because you sweated them out.
That's true. That could possibly be. It came out in my sweat, all of the injection.
You defeated botulism with that lip sweat.
Lip sweat.
And all those extra teeth.
Yep.
You got shark teeth, no eyelashes, and flat lips.
Ew.
We don't want that. Hi, guys.
So sexy.
Yeah, you might need to go to Mexico or something. Get like a really cheap package of all of that stuff done at one time.
Right.
They'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Come out looking like, I don't know what I'll look like, but no, I'm good.
Does Jay say anything about that when you talk about doing that kind of stuff?
No, so I went and got Botox around my eyes a few weeks, maybe a week ago. And yesterday he was looking at my face. He's like, wow, you look younger. I was like, it's the Botox.
And did you tell him you were going to get it done?
Yeah, he knew I was going to get it done. Mm-hmm. It's touch up, preventative care. That's all.
Right. And good for him for not saying you don't need it.
Mm-hmm. He does tell me I don't need it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Good.
But he told you needed that diet.
Yeah, you don't need that, girl. I like older women. That's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that Botox.
Right.
I like a granny looking chick.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
A lot of things happening this morning. We'll do Now Trending coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world lost a great man, a friend to everyone, who always made it a beautiful day. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 20 years ago today, February 27th, 2003. The world lost a wonderful man, a friend to all children, when Mr. Rogers passed away at the age of 74 from stomach cancer. Mr. Rogers, famous for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, produced over 900 episodes spanning 31 years on PBS. And it was always a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. Hey, the TJ and Jody's House podcast is today at 11 for the first time on YouTube. That's the first chance you can get it. And then after that, as a podcast, as a YouTube video, whenever. And it's sponsored by Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress to get some stuff from them. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
I've gathered some more information as to the big doula meeting coming up today. If you want to know more about what we're planning on doing today, we meet with a doula. For this baby that we're having in June. So I asked Amanda, in case somebody asks, what are we discussing today with this lady? Here we go. Key people involved. I guess that means who's allowed in the room and who's not allowed in the room.
Can I come?
No.
I want to see a baby
Well,
be
you can come to the
born.
hospital, but you cannot come in the room. No. Well, key people involved. Who's allowed in the room? When to cut the umbilical cord.
Isn't it right after the baby's born?
I want my answer to be yes. But apparently there's something to do about how long you wait until after the baby's born. I don't know. I don't know. What medical decisions Amanda is okay with and not okay with. Does Amanda want music and lights playing?
Oh, I like that.
She would.
I would have my disco ball.
And the planning of the birthing room, as in environment, decor.
Vibes. I didn't know you could pick lights and music and all that for giving birth.
Yeah. Well, apparently you can.
That's lit.
Yeah.
And does Amanda already have her? Is she going to be giving birth in what they give her at the hospital, or does she have a special gown that she's going to be wearing? And will she be doing her makeup and hair before she goes to the hospital to make sure that she looks good on the social media posts.
I don't think she'll be doing her makeup, but I'm pretty sure she'll probably be trying to she'll have her hair fixed before she goes.
Because that's the new
she
thing.
would do her hair, not go somewhere and have it fixed, but she would have her hair fixed before she goes. I would assume.
But that's the new thing: is the women taking time to do their makeup and put on some hoops.
Just
the whole thing to look
gotta have
good.
the hoops be ready.
Yeah. My goodness. I barely made it back from the restroom.
Whew. Did you clean your
Before
hands?
we started up. Mm-hmm. That's what took so long. I hate it whenever there's somebody else in the restroom in a public place and I'm worried about them judging me. So I make sure that I go over there and spend extra time washing my hands so they don't judge me. And then they just zip up and leave.
I had that happen over the weekend. Yep. I stopped in a men's room at a store on the weekend when I was on the road coming back from the beach. I was like, well, I'm just ready to wash my hands. And the guy just walked right behind me. I think.